Ring up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello, Mr. Kenna. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. I've sent you emails. I've got an email bounce back saying that you're not at work until the 29th of July. I'm still going to continue to leave you messages. Obviously, you can pick them up when you get on your return, or alternatively, go to my brother's YouTube channel and listen to all the complaints on all the messages I'm leaving yourself. It's quite nice, isn't it, to be working part-time from home and then taking holiday breaks, fully recuperating yourself whilst you participate in a joint enterprise to torture and murder and be abusive to me and my brother. I mean, as you know, today, the 25th of July 2024, there's a major incident that has occurred at Manchester Airport where the police have kicked in an Asian person's head, a young Asian man's a brother's head, while his mother was watching. And it just reminded me of exactly what you're doing to me and my family, except that was all condensed and concentrated and condensed into a 40-second clip, whereas what you've been doing to me and my family is extended out to 40 years. So rather than a 40-year clip, it's a 40-year enterprise to target and victimize me and my family and torture us. Quite clearly a racist agenda taking place here. Quite clearly racism is taking place, where you are doing this simply to be racist towards us. You put my brother into a care home that's unsuitable to meet his needs. There is no legal framework in place that allows you to do this. All you've done is look to target and victimize us so that you can continue to perpetuate the lies and deceptions that are ongoing, so you can look at a safe face. And this is just pure racism and Islamophobia and prejudice that me and my brother are being subjected to. Why exactly can't I speak to my brother? Why are you instructing third-party agencies to under the guise of best interest and safeguarding, to target and to discriminate against me? Do you think that's acceptable? Is it? So they can't be directly being racially discriminating against me, but they can take instructions from you to be racially then become given the green light to become racially discriminating against me because of you. What have you exactly achieved? I'm leaving a message every single day that's my brother's being tortured like this. Every single day I'm charging a liability over £1 million daily now, that the cost of the cost of putting us into this predicament is your failures that we are now being subjected to, and as a result of which me and my brother and and my family is suffering as a consequence, while you sit at home idly by enjoying your leisure time whilst taking money from the public purse. It's not even money from the public purse. You've taken money. You, the local authority, have collectively worked together to take the the local authority have worked collectively to target and victimize me and collect money from my trust fund, so then you can justify the villainy and tyranny that's presently taking place. This is completely unjustifiable and reprehensible about yourself. And you see, it's not we, the people, the immigrants, as you would say, that are uncivilized. It is you, the authorities, that are uncivilized. That police officer booting that Pakistani man's head, or I would say Paki's head, is what you enjoy, isn't it? I bet you love that, don't you? As a local authority, as a white indigenous people, you love bashing Paki's heads, and that's more indicative than anything else, isn't it? It shows you for your true colours what you truly are. That just 40-second clips encapsulates everything that me and my family have been enduring all this time, is because you have looked to target and victimize us because of the colour of our skin, because of your racism. And what you're going to say to me, Mr. was saying, if you don't like it, you can all F off back to your own country. Well, I was born and raised here. I have no other country. This is my country. So you can't tell me to F off and go leave the country. And that reality is that why did you invite us into this country? Because your own Hitler had destroyed everything. Or your own civilization, own country. It was not destroyed by brown people, but by other white people. And he called us into this country. My father worked hard in these factories. Right? My relatives fought in the Second World World War alongside yourself as allies, and now all of a sudden when we're here, you're treating us with disdain and contempt and racism. This is purely unadulterated racism. Why can't I speak to my brother now? I just want to speak to him on the telephone. I'm sending you emails every single day. Oh, send him an email. Send in an email. I've sent, how many emails have I sent you? I've clearly established a word count cost a decade ago when you're trying to tell me to put things in an email, when the reality was that you were looking to target and victimize and murder my brother so that you could look to blame upon myself to cover up your own systemic failures in adult social care. This is the reality of the situation, and now you're looking to once again ignore me like this. I'm going to leave a message every single day. As you know, every single day is a cost of £1 million now leveled not only at you as the council but also at the care home. Somebody, one way or another, you're all going to have to pay me £1 million a day now, one way or another, because you're all colluding and conspiring. You, the West Yorkshire Police, the Courts and Tribunal Services, Nick Goodwin from the former Public Guardian, the Care Quality Commission, the NHS, the Information Commissioners of it, all colluding and conspiring to target and victimize little old me. Why? What's the problem? What have I done? That's so I'm just trying to talk to you. Why won't you talk to me? And you can't talk to me because you can't answer the lies and deceptions and the corruption that you've been subjected to, and you just claim ignorance and dumbfoundedness. I don't know what's going on. You know exactly what's going on, Mr. Kenna. You've been alongside all this time while the local authorities been targeting and victimizing me. It's quite clearly what you've been trying to do. You've murdered my mother. You murdered my brother 10 years ago through her horrific circumstances. Now you've thrown you threw him off a 3-story building in 2003 and then tried to kill him off. Then you've murdered my father in 2009 after I neglecting him and isolating him, and now you're doing the same thing with my brother. You're neglecting and isolating him, and you're going to torture and murder him to death, and then all of a sudden it's all going to be brushed under the carpet under your propaganda and whitewashing exercises. This is completely unacceptable. I'm urging you to, imploring you to let me speak to my brother so at least I know if he's how he's doing this. There should be nothing wrong with that, is there? I mean, if you're providing him with a quality of care service, then why would my brother be complaining to me after 300 days on my first instance of seeing him? You're basically trying to silence us by forcing him into a care home and then denying us contact with him. This is completely deplorable and unacceptable, Mr. Kenna. I urge you to and implore you, the local authority, not to murder my brother as you've murdered everybody else, because there's going to be costs associated with it, and it's very, very difficult to now claim that it was just done willy-nilly. It's obviously and evidently a case of your pure racism and prejudice against me. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much. Please contact me and let me speak to my brother.